Well, after weeks and months of hearing Brat say he's so chill and he never moves, our little nephew, baby Harris Dupont, finally gave his mommy a real belly roll, and it was all caught on camera.
How did you feel?
I felt, I don't even know the word, like, whatever's bigger than amazed. Like, I was just like, I just couldn't believe it. Like, for the first time, I felt like, it was like a flutter. It felt like I don't know, like
a fart?
Not a fart, but like just like a butterfly kinda.
Okay.
But it kept happening. I was like, oh my God, that's it. So it was very emotional. It was crazy. And I was just like, you know, it's always these little things that remind me like I have a human in my body. And I get overwhelmed a lot, but I'm completely so blessed. And it's my little miracle drop.
I was just as shocked as you were because I've never seen that much Brat skin.
No, that's not true.
That's another thing.
No, that is so true.
I was like, babe, my full skin and stomach is out. I mean, I ain't shown no body like that since what you like.
Okay. Well, you know what, y'all? Maybe we all just say we love you, nephew. He'll move for us. Y'all, what y'all think about that?
Yeah.
On the count of 3. 1, 2, 3.
We love you, nephew.
He's sleeping, getting ready for Freaknik 2040.
Okay.
Well,
What? When?
yeah, it was a very long time ago. Under some far different circumstances that we have right now. It was between my pregnancy with Byron and Jordan. I actually wound up pregnant with twins.
What?
I didn't want my parents to know.
Twins?
Yes. It was around graduation time, so it was real stressful in my life at the time.
Oh, baby, I'm sorry.
Went to the emergency room.
They said that it might be a hyperstimulation of the ovaries. And the only reason I came is because I can't breathe properly.
Her ovaries had swollen. She ended up with blood clots in her lungs.
The blood clots in my lungs caused my heart to beat very fast on one side, so then I had an enlarged heart. So then we had to see a cardiologist, I had to see a hematologist, I had to see an oncologist. Beautiful. I'm fine now.
Yeah, but you
Don't do that.
called your kids. You had to call your kids. You told them you loved them. You was like almost trying to get you together in case something had happened. And that,
I just want to know, like, growing up, how did it feel to actually have to be two different people?
I wasn't interested in girls until I was around the time I was making Funkified.
Okay. Did you feel like you couldn't, let the world know that you like women?
Back in the 90s, you didn't talk about that.
Right.
I don't know if y'all know, Ellen lost her show.
Yeah,
Like, it was a whole different day than it is today. I didn't want to come out at all till I met Judy.
Right.
Never thought about being married, having kids, or coming out. Like, till I met my baby. And then she changed all that. I want to do all this stuff now that I never even dreamed about doing. And I love it. I feel like a new bitch. I was having a conversation with my baby about the title. I told her I was going to call it Brat Love Judy. She was like, why don't you shouldn't call it Brat Love Judy. You should just focus on what the songs are about. I was like, bitch, they about you.
When people ask stuff about you, she will either not respond or she'll say no comment. I just feel like the same respect that she gives you, why can't she have that same respect from you?
So let me tell me what you thought I should have said.
I would have no comment. I honestly would have no comment. I feel like I know you just asked me my opinion and what would I do?
And that's not my personality at all. It's not, because here's the thing. When somebody asks me something,
but then if she responds to these same.
Brat has filed for divorce from wife Jessica Judy Depart, sparking a fierce custody battle over their son. While Brat carried the child, Judy provided the eggs, adding complexity to the dispute. Fans are stunned as the once happy couple faces off in court, with Brat seeking full custody. Their split sheds light on the challenges of public relationships and non-traditional families. The drama continues as rumors swirl about control and tension behind the scenes. Will they find common ground or face a long legal fight? Stay tuned for updates. Brat's biological child. Instead, they used Judy's eggs and a sperm donor, with Brat carrying the baby to term. They shared their emotional journey on season 3 of Brat Loves Judy, where Brat opened up about the experience. However, not everyone bought into the emotional storyline. Some fans speculated that the drama surrounding Judy's health and the baby might have been exaggerated for the cameras. A few even suggested that Judy never really planned to carry the baby herself. Was it all part of a bigger plan? Questions about Judy's true intentions started circulating, with people wondering if her heart was in the right place, or if this was all for fame. Judy has always been a savvy businesswoman with her Scope brand, and she runs a growing empire. However, some fans began to notice that she often seemed to make everything about herself, from the extravagant gifts to the over-the-top public gestures. It started feeling like she was more focused on appearances than love. Even though Judy was financially secure before meeting Brat, being married to a high-profile celebrity definitely elevated her brand to new height. For those observing from the outside, it became hard to sh the feeling that this relationship might have been as much about boosting her fame as it was about love. One of the biggest red flags fans have picked up on is Judy's apparent possessiveness over their baby True. In a clip shared on social media, the couple was seen arguing over strapping True into a car seat, an issue that many thought shouldn't have been a big deal. Fans began to notice how controlling Judy seemed, especially when it came to their son, with some suggesting that she didn't want anyone, not even Brat, to have equal say in parenting decisions. This behavior raised more questions about Judy's intentions. Some fans think Judy's obsessive attention to baby True might be her way of compensating for not being present for her other children on the first season of Brat Loves Judy. Judy admitted that while she was building her business empire, she wasn't as involved in her children's lives as she should have been. Her daughter had to step in and help raise her 2 sons. So with baby True, fans speculate that Judy may be trying to rag her narrative, making an extra effort to be the mother she feels she wasn't before. Yet the constant need for control and the spotlight has made people question whether Judy's current behavior is about redemption or a new opportunity to keep herself in the limelight, whether her intentions are about love, fame, or a bit of both. Fans are starting to see more red flags in the relationship. It's hard not to wonder if the rapid progression from marriage to parenthood was more of a calculated move than a natural progression in their love story. For now, the question remains, is Judy truly focused on building a family with Brat, or is there something more strategic behind the scenes? Is it love or just another business deal? Fans can't help but wonder when they see someone with cameras on them. 247 Judy has certainly done a lot for Brat, no question. They're the extravagant gifts, the grand gestures. She's clearly willing to spend money on Brat, but here's the thing, spending money isn't the same as making an emotional investment. The way Judy operates, it often feels like she's more interested in how this relationship can benefit her brand. There's no denying that the Brat and Judy's relationship has brought attention to both of them, but as the drama unfolds, it's becoming more evident that Judy might have had a different agenda all along. Was this really love, or could it have been a calculated move to boost her fame and fortune? We can't say for sure, but the clues are there if you look closely enough. What's next for Brat and Judy? Only time will tell, but for now, all we can do is watch this public love story slowly unravel and wonder if that are really about love in the first place. It's definitely giving off some serious performative parenting vibes, and I know I can't be the only one seeing it. Now, let's dive deeper. Picture this: Brat, Judy, and baby True at the airport, putting on their usual fabulous front. But if you've been paying attention, you can start to see through the cracks. These celebs love to put up a perfect front for the gram, but lately things are starting to look shaky. Junior vibe has been off slipping. Even allegedly, she's struggling to keep her real feelings under wraps, and it's beginning to show in their videos. Have you noticed the tension? Take that one clip where they were bickering over who should strap baby True into the car seat. Why does it take 2 grown adults to buckle in one baby? Judy's whole energy in that moment screamed, "This is my baby, and I'm running the show." It's almost like she was saying, this isn't our child, it's my child. And if we're being real, I'm willing to bet allegedly they've had words about this before. The tension between them is so thick you could cut it with a knife. There's no way that was the first time they've clashed over baby True. Judy's actions feel calculated, like something deeper is going on. It's all about this first-time mom struggle. People in the comments have been saying Judy is giving off serious first-time mom energy. But let's be real for a second, Brat is actually the one who's a first-time mom, pushing 50 and just now having her first child. Meanwhile, Judy is on baby number 4, but here's the kicker: fans are noticing that Judy isn't really letting Brat fully embrace her first-time mom experience, whereas all the joy and beauty we used to see from them the honeymoon phase is clearly over, and it's becoming obvious that things have shifted between them. When I first started watching their videos, it always seemed like Judy was the one steering the ship. Remember that over-the-top birthday party where she st the big question R's face said. At all, Judy was doing the most, and it looked like she was forcing things allegedly. Now, let's talk about Judy's strategy. Is this love, or is it business? Here's where things get interesting. Judy's recent moves have been looking more strategic than sincere. The marriage, the baby, it all feels like part of a larger plan. Could Judy have seen an opportunity to elevate her brand and fame through this relationship? Again, we can't say for sure, but it's hard to ignore the signs. Even with their latest social media posts, there's a noticeable shift in the energy between them. Fans are picking up on the tension, and it's becoming clearer that this may not be the fairy tale love story we were led to believe. What's really going on behind the scenes, only Judy and Brat know the full story. But from where we're standing, it's looking more like a carefully orchestrated performance than genuine love. The baby, the marriage, the public displays of affection, it's all starting to feel a bit too calculated. Was this a love story or a business strategy drop? Your thoughts in the comments, because some of you all have been noticing things I didn't even catch. Let's get into it. Judy has been playing the long game, making it look like love, but in reality, she's securing that bag. Let's not act like she wasn't thinking about the fame and spotlight this relationship would bring, especially for Kid Coke. Judy has always craved attention, and I've said it before, she's an attention seeker, always has been. Now let's get into backstory. Was JY ever fully invested? Remember when Brat finally went public on Instagram in 2020, everyone was like, okay, we see all, but the tea is that they've been together since 2017. They met at one of Judy's Cope events and things kicked off from there. But here's the kicker: word on the street is Judy ghosted Brat at one point to run back to her ex. Yes, you heard that right, sis dipped out to be with her man. That's why part of me feels like Judy's heart was never fully in it. Honestly, she probably still has feelings for him. I'm just putting it out there. Fast forward to February 2022, and suddenly they're tying the knot and talking about babies. This whole thing has been a whirlwind from the start, and now it feels like a lot of it might be performative, especially when it comes to parenting and public attention. Let's talk about Gia's parenting. Her actions scream performative parenting. She seems more focused on how she looks as a mom rather than embracing motherhood itself. Sure, she's clearly attached to baby, true, but does every single moment with her child need to be a photo op? It feels like she's using these moments to build her brand rather than genuinely enjoying time with her child. Fans have even pointed out that Judy admitted she wasn't there for her other kids while she was building her empire on *. Brat loves Judy *. She mentioned how her daughter had to step in and raise her sons, so maybe this hyper-focus on baby true is way of trying to make up for what she missed with her older kids. But even then, something doesn't sit right, because why is the camera always on now? Let's look at where things stand. The tension between Brat and Judy is real, and it's starting to show in the smallest of moments. As fans, we can't help but wonder if this relationship is built on genuine love, or if it's just a strategic move to keep the brand alive. And if things do go left, what happens next? Who's going to have custody of baby true? What kind of deal have they worked out behind the scenes? One thing is for sure, Judy seems to be in this for herself, and the cracks in their public persona are starting to show. The tension, the performative parenting, the strategic moves, it's all adding up to something deeper. And let's not forget the baby situation. I know a lot of y'all probably thought JY would be the one carrying that baby, right? Well, let me spill the tea straight from entertainment tonight. Brat was ready to ride for her wife, and Judy did try to go through the egg retrieval process, but it was a whole mess. Judy ended up in the hospital with blood clots in her lungs, and her heart was enlarging. It was no joke. So Brat stepped in to carry their baby. The bottom line, there's a lot more to this story than what's being shown on Instagram. So drop your thoughts in the comments and let me know if y'all are seeing what I'm seeing, because it feels like there's a whole lot more brewing beneath the surface. Some of y'all are already in the comments asking if Brat is the biological mom. No ma'am, let me clear it up real quick. It's Judy's eggs and a sperm donor. Brat just carried the baby. That's it. They went through IVF, but no, Brat's eggs weren't involved. If you watch season 3 of *, Brat loves Judy *, you saw how emotional Brat got talking about Judy's health struggles. But here's the real tea. Some of y'all are saying that whole scene was just for show and that Judy never actually intended to carry the baby herself. Is this drama real, or was it part of a bigger plan? What are Judy's real Priorities, is it love or is it all about securing the mag? Let's get real for a second. Judy might not be fooling anyone. She's been about her bag, her brand, and her shine from the start, and she's been showing it all over the internet. The more that situation unfolds, the more it feels like a business transaction than genuine love. And don't get me wrong, Judy has done a lot for Brat. Some of you all have even pointed out all Judy depart and Brat's relationship raised eyebrows from the start. Judy, already a successful entrepreneur, seemed to gain even more spotlight after linking up with Brat. While Judy showered Brat with lavish gifts, fans questioned whether these grand gestures were genuine or part of a calculated move to boost her public image. Their journey to parenthood, highlighted on Brat Loves Judy, added to the speculation. Judy, who admitted in season 1 that she wasn't present for her older children while building her business, now seems hyper-focused on baby True. But is it love or guilt-driven overcompensation? With every family moment documented, fans can't help but feel that Judy's parenting appears performative, more about the cameras than genuine connection. And if things go south, what's the plan for baby True? Many suspect contracts are already in place. At the core, the question remains, is this relationship built on love or a well-orchestrated